Welcome, everybody, to Sony After Hours Support. Apologies again for us being late. Clearly, we are not in our space, as we are actually on the road at, we're live now, at CES. But thank you so much for joining us. If you have not seen us before, Sony After Hours Support, my name is Derek. With me is...
And I am Larry.
That's Larry.
That was better. That was better.
That was smooth. You did great. Well done, sir. You managed it.
We rehearsed.
Successfully. What we're doing, essentially, is we want to be a way for all of you fans and customers to communicate with us, Sony, and we want to listen, offer some support. If you have any questions, definitely let us know in the comments. If you just want to, talk about whatever, we can do that too.
Like literally anything. We'll talk about anything.
Yeah, well,
because Derek likes to talk a lot. So
not really, actually. Despite the fact that I talk a lot in these, it's so the opposite.
Yeah.
I need to mute my phone because I can hear myself, and
no,
that's
I think it's great.
Terrible.
You should continue with that. Yeah.
But
obviously, you guys know we're here at CES, so I want to just be the first to say CES begins tomorrow.
Yes.
Keynote speeches just happened today, so there's a lot of random forklifts beeping and steel and metal poles rattling and maybe music tests. So just kind of bear with us. But we wanted to make sure that we were here to be able to spend some time with you guys.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. A couple other things as well. I don't know how many people are going to be here. There's probably people. It's late.
Yeah.
It is after hours. We're actually later than we normally start.
Yes, it's true.
As well. But, if you're watching this and it already is over in terms of the live, you can still definitely throw in a question or a comment, and we will do our best to answer that. And also, John, if you want to throw up the email address as well. If there's something that's a little bit more complex, shoot us an email. We'll do our best to answer. It sometimes keeps us busy, to say the least.
I like how Derek is like, it keeps us busy, and he keeps glancing at me because...
Yeah, a couple of you that are like, hey, Larry, can you help me with this? And I'm like, no, I'll answer the question, not Larry.
My New Year's resolution is that I'll do better.
It's okay.
I'll be better.
It's all right.
I replied to an email today that you had already replied to, but, baby steps, right?
That's right. That's right. That said, we did have a question already brought up, and I know we knew that this was going to happen.
Yes.
So there's a question from Alan Dawson. All good that we were late. Apologies. But thank you for being respectful. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
Will there be any other Sony announcements at CES? Wondering if we will learn more home theater related information this week.
Yeah. It's a great question. Yeah,
you kind of mentioned you kind of had a thing already ready, so
I have no idea what that thing was. But I won't go into the long story about how Sony's representation here at CES has changed. Okay, but just in short, obviously, we've concentrated as a global company on innovation that fuels the technology, the space, and everything that happens. So we've concentrated a lot on that. Now, with that being said, as far as the home theater products, normally I would say we're not able to talk about any unconfirmed or unannounced products, blah, 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 that whole spiel. But the reality of it is, like, you guys know that there's home theater products coming out. Like, let's just be honest, okay? You know that they're coming out. We can't give you any information regarding when that announcement is going to be. I can tell you that I am not expecting anything this week. It's pretty safe to say that if there was something to say, we probably would have seen it tonight. But something's coming. Derek is just now starting to get some information, so we'll see if we can get him to slip up a couple times. But something's coming, and it'll be good. I'm looking forward to learning from Derek what's going to be coming out for us to be able to share with you all.
Yeah, no, that is. We did expect that, and it is one of those things that it's not really new that we're not showing things here at CES.
Yeah.
It's really kind of, I know we didn't want to talk about it too much, but for those of you who may have not heard it before, very briefly, this is sort of like you said, people know it's going to happen.
Right.
It's just a matter of when and what.
Yep.
But this gives us a chance to kind of talk about these other new technologies that we offer from Sony Group as a whole.
Yeah.
Not just Sony North America, not just TV, but very higher level things that Sony's involved with that ultimately kind of show our relation to the creator.
Yep.
And the kind of the home theater side of it, or home entertainment side of it, is us delivering that vision in the home.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to give some examples.
Okay.
I'm going to get fired. Let's get fired. So
now we got things to do.
I think I'm needed this week, so it'll probably have to wait till next week. No, but in reality, so like Derek said, this isn't new to us, but I just want to kind of take a trip down memory lane, just a real short one on some of the things that haven't been product related that all of you have benefited from. So several years ago during a keynote, on stage was, I can't remember who at the time was our CEO at the time. I think it was Kazarai, I think is who it was. And he was on stage with the CEO of Netflix. And it was the introduction of the new streaming codec that would allow 4K content to be streamed over the internet directly to a TV.
That sounds so like, duh, you know,
Right.
That's a thing, but
Right.
yeah.
So we announced it, and what that did is that opened up this gateway to where Netflix was like the first to be able to deliver that. But now think of all the streaming platforms you utilize and all this 4K rich content you look for. Our part to play in that was obviously we made 4K TVs, so we needed to answer that age-old question, is there any 4K content available, right? So in partnership with Netflix, as we continue to have partnerships with Netflix, that launched, which opened up a bunch more. A few years ago, we started talking about, we did Hawkeye. We introduced Hawkeye a few years ago, and then we introduced Beyond Sports. And that's given way to us being the official technology partner of the NFL, which if you saw the keynote today, you saw some examples of what happened with what we did with the Toy Story and what we did. Anyway, so I can go on and on. But in The Simpsons, So our focus here has been to give the world a glimpse at what will, to your point, become common later on.
Right.
But this represents the first step in the future of technology.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we always talk about, well, we don't always talk about, but in public forum, it's often said, but I think it's understated when we talk about we are an entertainment company.
yes.
Like, that's what this is to show.
Yeah.
Is CES is showing these technologies and partnerships and things that allow creators to do more unique things that they've never been able to do before, or utilizing existing technology in a new way,
Right.
and evolving it so people can create more content easily that stays true to what their vision is.
Absolutely.
And of course, when we talk about our TVs, we talk about why we make our processors to do specific things with the image is to deliver that directly home. So I did see a comment here, I guess more for clarification. Victor Moore says, so there are new home theater products coming, question mark, times like 6 or 7. Yes.
I am actually shocked that you said yes to that. I thought,
because you said it.
Okay, yeah.
Because there is.
There absolutely
But that is the end of the statement.
That's pretty safe.
Derek can't get in trouble. He was quoting you.
This is true.
That's true.
Yeah, this is true.
Quoting something I heard online.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ariana, Leah. Hey, Derek and Larry, Happy New Year's. Yes, same to you. Thanks for joining us as well. Yeah, I kind of assumed with the name and all the extra letters. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And Victor as well. Junior Fraz, Raymond Russell, Malcolm. Welcome.
What's up, Malcolm? It's almost like I've met you somewhere recently.
That's so weird. That's so weird. But yeah, I would say too, if you happen to be at CES, which would be awesome, please stop by the Sony booth, not only just to see all the awesome stuff, but you can see Larry and see that he's real.
You don't, there's way more exciting things. Yeah. Junior Frost, the Afeela.
Yes. We literally. So it's. I mean, this is gonna sound bad, but I totally understand it. That Sony HANA Mobility. Is not exactly what we are a part of.
Right.
So obviously there's a relation from the Sony group, but beyond that, when it comes to I'm walking people around the entire booth, and I'm like, okay, I need to know what I need to talk about.
Right.
And I just got a very brief overview today, just before, and even that breakdown was like, you have to wait for the press event to know the rest of it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I learned everything that everybody else learned, so I haven't seen it yet, but it does look awesome, but we haven't seen it up close.
Yep.
Honestly, I haven't had time to actually even look online to see what the pictures are, because it was already, they sent it away. So whoever got those nice up close pictures, they have the best view.
I noticed a couple of things.
Yeah, what did you notice?
So, because it's not as if I've spent a considerable amount of time with Afeela over the past few years.
That's true.
I noticed that the LiDAR technology it's bumped up its capabilities, and the roof-mounted primary LiDAR sensor. I think there's 3 of them now.
Yes, it is different.
It's different, yeah.
That's all I know, though.
Yeah, and just
So
kind
far.
of, I'm stitching together kind of some of the videos, and I think, like, anyway, we don't want to go on a long spiel about Afeela, but like one of the challenges that autonomous driving has had, you'll see a lot of asterisks when they talk about autonomous driving, and it's always based upon certain conditions, and those conditions are always based upon levels of visibility.
Sure.
So nighttime versus daytime driving, bad weather versus clear skies or whatever. Apparently, because I'm trying to remember what I can say, what I can't say. Sorry. With the addition of the additional LiDAR and improved or changed placement of sensors, it's really supposed to hit that goal or get closer to that level 3 autonomous driving level.
That's awesome.
So anyway,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
and it is the latest version as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see like what it looks like, and it looks like it kept very true to what the last prototype was.
Very similar
to it.
Yeah.
So and plus the fact that they started taking reservations.
Yes.
Like, already.
That was the big thing.
That was the big thing
Yeah.
that they couldn't tell us. It was like, oh my gosh, okay, like today.
Yep.
It is only for California residents, but
You
it's
know,
pretty cool.
And I'll be and I guess to close out Afeela, I'll be remiss if I didn't say that I think if you are here in Vegas by chance or whatever, catch online tomorrow between 4:30 and 5. I think 4:30 to 5 o'clock. There is an official unveiling, and then more information that's going to be shared regarding the vehicles. So I don't know if I missed some of it. I don't know if we talked about range and those kind of things during the
know what they're
keynote,
gonna talk about.
but I think a lot of that is going to be disclosed, which was some of those last final questions that people had regarding Afeela. So we'll get that information tomorrow.
Yeah, there'll be more. So you can check that out too tomorrow if you're interested as well. There was a comment too saying that they're going to give you Afeelas to drive as company cars. We've talked about since the first version.
Yeah,
And
look,
I'm not going to expect that to happen.
I'm legit just angling for like employee discount,
Sure.
something significant. That's nice. Sirens. I don't know if you guys can hear that. This is live. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
We are here. We are live.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see.
Ngix has a comment here. Get Xperia 1.6 back to Saudi Arabia, please.
I'm trying to get 1.6 in the U.S.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
it
your
is.
pain,
It is
yeah.
in a limit. I don't even know the limited regions that it's in, to be honest. I'm
Right.
actually surprised to see that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
knew
thought
we
Saudi
didn't
Arabia-
have it.
yeah.
I thought we were the ones that didn't.
Yeah. It's heavy in Europe. It's definitely
Yeah.
heavy in Europe. I don't know what. I'd be speculating. I think I understand why U.S. market,
Yeah.
but I don't understand all the markets. I mean, obviously, and this is a disclaimer, John. This is just my speculation. The U.S. market, for those that don't know how it works, the cell phone business here is so based on carrier subsidies, and it's a little different, right? So when you look at the price point, I don't care how many expensive phones that you see on whatever, people aren't swiping credit cards in the U.S. for a $2,000 phone straight out. I guarantee you they have some kind of monthly deduction kind of a thing happening for you anyway. But so that I think continues to be a bit of the challenge in the U.S. market for Xperia. But Europe, that's not the normal. So,
But in the end, to kind of address the comments, we can pass that information on. Can't guarantee anything, but that is kind of the point of what we're here for, is to take that information and pass it on to the people that may be able to make those decisions. So we will do that on your behalf, absolutely.
shout
So
out to Saudi Arabia.
see what happens.
Man. I'd love to visit there. Sorry.
Ronan's back. Welcome to the party.
What's up, brother?
Good to have you.
Yep. Mhm.
So let us know if there's any questions in the that you guys have, any support questions as well, any CES questions. We can do our best to answer those as well. A lot of this information is very fresh to us too. It's just kind of a fun experience of doing this, because everything is very hush-hush until the moment, and it's like, okay, here's a little bit of information, and then talk about it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So
That's it. Someone asked the question earlier. There it is. Raymond Russell asked the great question. And I'll ask this of you, and I think I'll kind of give my take on
That's
it.
a tough one.
What's Sony's most significant CES announcement this year?
That's a tough one. If you take the word significant, like has a lot of weight behind it,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be taking reservations on Afeela 1.
Yep.
Because it kind of makes it real.
Yep.
Right? Because you have these years of prototype, concept, whatever. Yep. Now it's like, okay, now you can actually reserve it.
Yep.
I think in terms of significant, I think that was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have to that?
I'm gonna get in trouble with this one.
Oh, jeez. Don't, please. But
I think for me, when we think about TV, there's a lot of people out there that questions our commitment to the gamer. Okay? When we've had conversations about frame counters and things like that, just speaking 2024, 2023, so on and so forth.
Why are you talking about TVs? We didn't announce anything with
I'm
TVs.
getting there.
Carry on.
Okay.
Carefully. Tread lightly.
I am. I am. I am.
Objection.
What? But if you look at what we're doing in our commitment from a cinematic standpoint with anime, if you look at what we're doing with bringing the passionate group of gamers that enjoy games like Last of Us, Horizon, so on and so forth, and then evolving those into theatrical releases, it first of all is a great example of who better to take the gaming community and bring it to theatrical movie content like that. We can do something no one else can do.
That's true.
So when I think about the billions of Crunchyroll subscribers and fans that are out there in anime and how impressive, Demon Slayer, right? Like I saw that as my first time really seeing it. My son is like all into that. I'm like, what have I been missing? You know what I mean? Like that's how I felt, right? But if you think about how we are not limiting ourselves to just movie, TV shows, and what we're doing in sports, but we're giving a voice to Gen Z and Gen Alpha, which is the future, and focusing on what matters to them. That's hugely significant today and tomorrow. So for me, that's what kind of moved me a bit.
Okay. Yeah, that does make sense, and I think you're right. I think that is one of those things that, being a gamer as long as I had, it's always been like, oh, this would be a great movie. Yeah. But for so many years, they would mess it up. But I did like they mentioned that the most important thing is staying true
in the
to
developers
the
involved.
content.
Yes.
And that's such an important thing. And I think they did do an amazing job with The Last of Us, which is great. And I'm really excited for the second season. But yeah, to see some of these other newer movies that are coming up. Oh,
notice how Derek avoids IP. I think that's great. So Ghosts of Tsushima. Excuse me. So that's gonna be an episodic release. Did I understand that correctly, or is that a movie? I'm sorry. I
thought it was series.
I think it's a series, right?
I believe that's what I heard. Yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be.
My son is gonna lose his mind.
Because that was fantastic.
Yeah, over that. Like that game, he doesn't know it. He's shown me the ending of this game so many times, and he treats it like it's the first time, but that's the lasting impression that it's had. Anyway,
awesome.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm a little biased, but I think that Kira was
okay.
Yeah. We can
if your mic was on, we would have heard you.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Did anybody hear you? Probably not. No. Apologize. I want to apologize for John again not wanting to be heard. So we'll get there. But yeah, Roni, yes, we are at CES. We worked today to learn all the things we got to talk about this week. We were at the press event. It ended, and we're here. So we're in a little tiny break room that we have, which is why you can hear, because there's a lot of people still setting up with all these other booths, which is pretty nuts. So apologize for the sounds that are happening. Let's see.
Ronan, yes, we are at CES, Ronan. We are.
I just answered that, bro.
I'm sorry, I was reading all these questions, but Ronan didn't hear it from me.
We're at CES.
But you didn't hear it from me, so it's official now.
Oh, we got a question, question from Ronan. Oh. Are you guys at CES?
Oh,
yes.
No, well, that was pretty good because you pulled me. Junior, did we address that question?
No.
Okay, so Junior has a great question. I know John will put it up on the screen, so I won't. So with the announcements from Brand X and Brand Y display the last couple of days, a lot of interesting directions Sony can go. It's not a question, it's a comment. Premium OLED. Okay, so Junior, my question for you is this: what would you like to see?
There you go.
I'd like to know with what you've read and what you're seeing, what would you like to see Sony release or deliver this year?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. So, because obviously we're not going to share anything because we don't have anything that we can share. But if there is anything that you are hoping for, let us know. We don't know full details on some stuff, but it's always good to see the insight. What's that?
I love getting in trouble.
Oh, jeez.
You know what to do.
Oh, boy.
Because Michael Beckerman, thank you for setting this up. So Junior mentioned about 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, which is crazy. But what if? I know nothing. I'm just saying this. What if our hesitancy to push for 4 HDMI 2.1 ports is because somehow, some way, we were anticipating HDMI 2.2, which was recently announced?
Can you clarify that? Just
did I not say that's not my speculation? I mean, not my speculation. It's my. This is. I am literally guessing from some dark part of my brain. Not even guessing. I'm not even saying that that's the reason. But I'm like, wouldn't it be crazy if if it was factual, I would have let off with the did you know that this is the reason why we don't have 4 HDMI 2.1? But that's not what I'm saying. But wouldn't that be crazy if that's the thing? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what the future does, but.
I made Derek really uncomfortable with me even opening that can right there.
Yeah, the thing that I really want to know, I know I looked at when it was like kind of teased before CES, like, oh, it's going to be announced. Here's the potentials for it. I haven't looked at what the official announcement is, so I'm kind of curious, but I'm almost wondering, like, what will utilize it now?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there will be this kind of like
right.
2.1 had, where it's like, well, that's different, because that was weird because it was during shutdown and everything was kind of changed.
Yeah,
but
the number of AVR companies that had to send out kits and patches and firmwares to replace their, we're just going to guess what HDMI 2.1 is going to be is ridiculous. We don't play that game.
Right, yeah. So it's going to be very interesting to see what will utilize it in the near future, because even though it is coming out now, I don't know if we'll see it in anything right now because it is just announced. But I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. So, like, do they... we're gonna do this in the future. We're gonna announce this then, or is it now it's announced? Now we can share all the information with companies to implement. I don't know.
I think usually they don't until they're because it's a certification.
Right.
There's usually a lot that they would have dialed in.
Right.
What's more interesting to me is we knew that HDMI. So when we went from ARC to eARC, right, or HDMI 2 to HDMI 2.0B, like it was.
Yeah.
A small little thing. This is a whole number jump. This isn't 2.1B.
Right.
So I'm curious.
Yeah, I know it had something to do with I don't know what the bandwidth changes, but I know it allowed for different like frame rates of stuff that I'm like, you don't have content for that yet.
Right.
Based on what I saw, but I need to get updated on that. But we'll see.
I think a lot of it will have to do with gaming because 8K. I saw something about 8K or whatever, and from a source base, we've been saying. From an 8K natural from content, physical media or whatever content, it'll be in gaming before it'll be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Legit.
We don't have. I don't think we have the infrastructure for streaming 8K.
No.
I know.
And networks aren't going to all of a sudden go get 8K cameras. They're still paying off the 4K cameras that they just got. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, they already filmed at 6K now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I'm just talking about like your networks. Look, on your broadcast TV, you're just trying to get above 1080p right now. Let's just...
That's true.
I digress. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, Ronan has a question. Are you guys at CES? I'm just kidding. No, he just made a comment. I did finally upgrade from my A5000 to Alpha 7 III today. Congratulations. Now, I really got to learn this beast. Well, you know what?
I know an expert.
I believe you already know this, but who? John. This is Ranieri.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I'm really.
Yeah, Ranieri, yeah.
Thinking Larry.
Shout out to. I know you were thinking about
me.
Larry.
Definitely. But yeah, just throw this out there too for everybody else as well. But Ronan, I'm pretty sure you already know about it. But we do offer other live shows that we do pretty much weekly, and it's going to start to expand. Not us. We do ours monthly. We actually do weekly too, don't we?
We do weekly also.
Oh my God, we had to figure out next week too. Anyway,
I don't want to think fast.
But yeah, you're always welcome to join. Please hang out with us after our support. We kind of just talk about stuff Sony related and hang out for a while. So anything. But we do also offer simplified episodes, which do alternate between different brands, different products within Sony. It's all Sony. The categories. Yes, I can word things with my brain. So headphones, wireless speakers, and of course cameras. Yeah. And that primarily we have one very special one called In Focus.
Look at that perfect timing. Yep. He just popped it up there.
Oh, I know.
He just popped it up.
I can't. I trust that it happened. But yeah, if you have any questions about getting more out of your product, we do have weekly shows that you can tune into, ask some questions. It is live, and learn some cool stuff. But also, you're obviously welcome to send us an email and say, hey, you know, it'd be really cool to learn this topic. I want to understand more about this. The more we know about what opportunities we have in teaching you, our fans and customers, how to get more out of your Sony products, please let us know.
Please.
Because you're probably not the only ones.
Definitely not.
Cool. Let's see. We should probably start wrapping up, even though it's kind of short. Because
bless you.
There's a lot going on, and we got to get ready for tomorrow morning too. I got a lot of research to do tonight. Let's see. Michael Beckerman made a comment. I think 2.2 HDMI 2.2 will offer a much tighter audio-video synchronization as one of its benefits, in addition to a bandwidth boost doubling. That's the thing. It's like extra bandwidth, which is great. More possibility for potential more color depth, audio information, bit depth. I think I said that, color depth. But it's like how many things are going to use it right away? I don't know. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. Cool. Let's see.
Does it mean? Never mind.
What? Bless you? What was that?
Never mind.
Okay.
I almost did.
Yeah, I don't. I feel. Am I on this show? What's happening right now?
Have you ever? I was getting ready to say something. You ever see like on a cartoon or whatever, they get to the edge and they start moving their hands or whatever? That's what that was. I almost jumped and I snatched myself back really quickly. It's okay.
Cool story, bro.
I saved your co-host.
Okay. Well, that's good. That is good. All right, so Junior Fraz, 4-stack WRGB will be an improvement on previous WRGB, and there will be an increase in gamut coverage brightness, but it's hard to leave QD-OLED. What tech can Sony optimize to the max? I would say this. I wish to see what your face wants to say right now. But I think, personally, I'm thinking from a perspective of that's pretty much what we do, is enhance to the max.
Right.
Wherever possible. And obviously, hardware is always the limitation. Because when you think about trying to add in, when there's new features that come out on a new line of product, when will it come out to previous generation or something? I think we do a really good job of trying to make that happen.
Yes.
But hardware can limit that from happening. But yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a lot that can be done. But when it comes to TV specifically, that's kind of why we make our processors.
Right.
We're not changing the canvas, we're optimizing that canvas.
Yes.
So it allows us a little bit more flexibility into how we do it.
Correct.
So whether it is through optimizing the color for our realism accuracy or motion or whatever the case may be. But it'll be interesting to see what we do. But yeah, processing is kind of like the brain of
That's legit what I was going to say.
So what do you have to add?
Nothing. Like, that's it. I looked closely. I mean, you nailed it. I looked closely at the word. Optimize to the max. The panel technology, we will always maximize that because of the power of processing.
Yeah.
Power of our processor. We'll maximize whatever hardware to the max.
Yeah. Because I was going to say something too that I shouldn't say, so I'm not going to say it. That was I hit the brakes on that one. How we doing out there? Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
We're just here trying to keep our jobs.
Yes.
There we go.
HDMI 2.2 will be a year or two away from
being in SoCs.
Yeah, I couldn't say it. Is it being on SoCs at least? I hope we see them integrated in 2026 sets. Yeah, sounds reasonable to me, but yeah, I think it's really kind of depending on really that back end, because I do not know how that works because they just announced it, and everybody's announcing stuff now except for us.
Yeah.
So
the great thing about this, and not speaking on any authority, just sort of what my thought is, engineers, and this is, I'm not even just going to say a Sony thing, engineers in the industry that would be utilizing this feature, this input, if you will, probably have already known that it was in development.
Yeah.
Because there is considerable planning and preparation that goes into it, especially even the chip, the chipset manufacturers. You know, I mean, even if you say that if you're anticipating even 12 months from now that being a thing, like that's not something you can just in 12 months turn. That means there has to be some before or prior knowledge of it. And I that's sneaky suspicion that people that are in the know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't like not knowing. I want to know. Plus, it's all the stuff that
safer
anything.
For me not to know.
That's I think is the big thing, because we do get that a lot. Because when we ask questions, they're like, we can't tell you because we know you like to toe the line a little bit, but
you don't say.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I will say this, though. If you're not already subscribed, it would be awesome if you could do that and put in some comments. Likes are always great as well. When it is the time to announce, hopefully almost anything, we want to be the ones to do it. So the more people are like, well, we follow these people, we want to hear the information from these people. It's not just Larry and myself, it's the rest of our team.
Correct.
There's a whole bunch of our team out there that does a fantastic job making videos for us as well. So but yeah, we want to be the first to let you know. But that's what we're here for, is to hear those questions and comments and let us know if there's anything we can do. But we'll wrap up in the next 5 minutes. And
okay, hold on. I need to trigger the algorithm. Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. Proper voice.
A95L, 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 A95L.
4 HDMI 2.1.
So you see what happens when a company makes good on a promise. There was an issue, there was concern, there was a forest fire, and we swooped in with all the powders that fall from the sky and the waters and all the sprinklers and all that. All that, Wow. Every movie that you've seen someone, like parachute out to shut down a blaze or whatever. We resolve the issue and then crickets.
That's true.
A95L, A95L, A95L. All right, but that's what I mean. That's,
yes.
I think I didn't want to go without saying that. First of all, I'm not complaining about all of the discussions around A95L because that's one of the joys of our part to play here, is for us to be a set of ears and then in turn be at least a set of fingers or a mouthpiece to share your concerns, and for us to be told that there will be a solution, to share with you all that a solution was coming, and then to deliver on that solution. And we're still working on improving the A95L still to this day. I think that's I'm very proud to be a part of a company that has that level of commitment. So
absolutely.
A95L.
I love it. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, Junior adds in there, thanks guys, I love my QD-OLED, but I still have wow moments with my A90J. Just wish I'd gotten the 83 inch instead of the 65. That's a big difference. Yeah, I hear you. But that's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Says that series is no joke. I haven't seen a movie in a while. I need to go home and just watch movies.
I just saw a movie. I just saw a musical. See, I'm careful. I'm careful.
I mean, you really want. I really want to know what, but no, we can talk about that later.
I'm careful. I'm not trying to be strange or wicked. Even it's.
I bet it was very popular.
It was. 2 hour and 40-minute runtime.
Well then, okay.
Ingix, if I'm Ingix, I'm.
Apologies if we said that wrong.
Yeah, my apologies. I hope there'll be a global store where this is interesting. We should let Yukio know this. I hope there'll be a global store where every single product can be purchased directly from Sony and shipped to any country, regardless of local support, so Sony fans won't fall victim to scams. There's a lot. There's that says a lot. Those that are very passionate about the product and are trying to get the product, but sometimes you have to go to those sketchy,
That's-
sites to get it.
Yeah, there's a follow-up comment to that too as well. But yeah, that is interesting. We can share that. I think that's the only thing I see is like a potential challenge with doing something like that is
Regulations.
Regulations is one of them, but also when we talk about, with Europe, like, well, why don't you have this here? It's like, can I just get one? It's like, oh, there's a power difference.
True. That's true.
There's a refresh rate difference, PAL versus NTSC.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of those things, that I could see as being a potential issue. There are knowledgeable people out there, probably most of the folks here, that would know, okay, I need to avoid this, or I know I'll have a restriction with that if I do this.
Right.
But the general public has no idea that that's a thing. And I get that question quite often, actually.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I buy this and just bring it over here and it'll be fully functional?
That's a good point.
But
That's a good point. Yeah, and I mean, I'm joking, saying like there's not a world that exists that we're like, yeah, we know this product is popular, but we're not going to sell it in this country. Like we sell
There's
everything that
reasons
we
for
can.
everything.
Sometimes we don't know,
yeah,
what they may be. Sometimes,
especially when it's outside a region. 'Cause
Absolutely.
we have some contacts, and we're working on kind of building that up because of this.
Yes.
This platform has allowed us to start to add some of that communication. Just yesterday, a gentleman had emailed about, hey, question about this in the Europes. I know you're US based, but here's the question that I have in Europe. And I'm like, I'm meeting with our TV team today, so I'll share that with them, and I share that with JT, and he's like, I'm gonna pass that on, no problem, because he knows the people. So
Absolutely.
we could definitely share the information, but we'd love to hear that from you all. So please share with us.
1000%. Let me see, Big Phil, what's up? Yeah, Big
Nah,
Phil, don't
welcome
worry
back.
about it. It takes us 45 minutes to wrap up, so you might be right on time. So
That's true. That
shout
is
out to
very
Global
true.
South.
Yeah, welcome back,
Joey
B, Flexin. I love it. Michael Beckerman had a question though. Can you guys say anything yet about Sony's efforts to integrate the new Android XR OS into their upcoming new products? Well, obviously we can't talk about our new products, so that's that.
What new products?
Android XR OS.
Yeah, got me with that one.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what that is. I know Android has its different versions, and we were actually just talking about that earlier. No, I wasn't talking about it with you. I was talking about that with JT, where we do have some people that often have a concern to say, hey, my premium flagship TV doesn't have the most up-to-date Android version on their TV. And one thing I do want to share is, like, the Android version that your TV is running, no matter which one it is, has no impact on picture quality or sound quality. It's really more of the user experience, and sometimes it's very minute things. A lot of the times, it's actually accessibility features that we actually already offer within the TV itself. So there isn't like a huge amount of improvement. But I will say this: those of you who are or happen to be very like, I want the new version, please share with us what it is that you're looking for. I know that it's sometimes hard to find exactly what the differences are. I'm trying to find a very easy way, because when you just look up the difference between the different ones, it doesn't always separate out TV features versus other device Android options. So,
which I just kind of looked at it. It seems as though Android XR is more geared towards mobile devices. It mentions being launched in set of glasses and things of that nature. So I get why he said in devices. I get why that.
Got it.
What is? I see integration with Gemini AI. So shout out to Gemini, as it's going to new Google TV app on Sony TVs. Whether you've got the update or not, I don't know where we stand with that.
Yeah,
out there.
still rolling.
Yeah, but so. But I'm seeing most of this around headsets and glasses. I will, Mr. Beckerman, read a little bit more about that.
Yeah, he followed up with that kind of adding it's a new AR glasses speculation. Gotcha. Sony to have a set of glasses using the new Google OS in the future. I have no idea, so we'll have to see.
It'd be cool, and then maybe the smartwatch will come back. It's like 50 degrees in here right now.
I'm great. I'm good.
Am I the only one that's freezing? Okay, there's hands raised back there. Oh my goodness. Okay,
dude, they don't put the heat on in this building until the show starts.
That's right,
which is tomorrow.
And that's the body heat. Yeah, it's the body heat. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's brisk, baby. Huh? No, it's not my jig. I'm good. I appreciate that.
Let's see.
Producer Marvin, thank you very much, sir. See, people care about us. John didn't care. He's like, it's not good. It's fine. Freeze.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. Wow. Like Junior's comment, Junior did comment something. The A95L is so beloved that the fans just want it as perfect as possible. A95L will be as legendary as the Z90.
Yeah, very well could
be. That is a strong statement.
That is. Z90 is legendary. You know, it's.
How many years ago is the Z90?
16, I think. 16, 17?
No. 16 years?
No, 2016.
2015 was Charlie.
2016.
Yeah, D would have been.
So 9 years. So 9 years. It's almost a decade old, and it's still discussed in the hallways. There are whispers of this Z90, the unicorn.
Yeah, legendary beast.
Yeah.
That is very true.
XBR8 and Z90. I think those were, and then now A95L. It'd be interesting to calculate the years that separated XBR8 to Z90 and then Z90 to A95A.
Is there a pattern?
That's what I'm trying to see.
What?
It's all connected.
Maybe it is.
I'm just saying, dude.
To get you a tinfoil hat.
Wow, that could be.
Let's do it.
That
We need
could
to
be.
see. All right. Here I am throwing this out there, thinking that some of our crap, our incredible producers back there are already Googling to find out years of release. They didn't. So I think it may be accurate because 2008 or 2009 was XBR8. If you say 2016, so that's 7-8 years, and then from 16 to 2024, technically A95L, like, bro. I'm not saying wait another 8 years to buy TV. I just want to be clear that is not the message that I'm putting forth. But
It's interesting.
Hold on, I got you.
yeah, thank you very much. But it's a trip though, right?
It is. Well, that's the thing. Like we talk about too is like every year, new models of TVs is how much of an improvement is going to be versus the previous year.
Yes.
And it gets harder and harder because technology moves quickly.
Yeah.
But that means everything is integrated like near instantly and with updates and things like that. But
Can I ask a poll question
sure.
for
I
the
suppose.
34 people I think that are watching really, really quick? If you, I'm going to really get myself in trouble. If
Choose your words carefully. And then we can wrap up.
this isn't the time.
Jeez.
This isn't the time.
Wow.
I think it's an honest question, but I don't.
This is what happens when you start like deviating off the script.
Right. I don't want people to draw conclusions based upon
that
the
makes sense.
question, so I want to be very careful. So
Okay. Save it for another time. We'll be back. We'll be
I
back
will.
next week,
I will.
Actually,
You know what? Yes, this conversation will. I will bring this conversation up again.
there you go. Make sure you join us next week. Thanks for watching. See ya. No, I'm
Not
just
next
kidding.
week though.
Wait, what? Yeah, we'll wrap up with these last couple of
Becker
questions here. Let's see. Global South had a couple of great comments here too, just for kind of really quickly,
Okay.
kind of talking about some of the where'd it go? Congratulations on the launch of Afeela and the reservation for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of why I mentioned it as one of those significant things. So that really kind of adds the it's happening, kind of
Right.
feeling to it, which is great. My hope is that beautiful operating system UI will find its way onto Sony Electronics. Is still my theory. This is the plan. I think that was sort of in relation to when we're talking about Android, because that is one of the features is sort of the quickness, responsiveness, and even higher resolution capabilities within the UI.
So Global South is talking about the operating system within Afeela.
No, I
Or-
don't believe so.
Okay,
maybe I'm wrong.
No, you may be
or
right.
maybe that is part of it.
It looks like it was a follow-up.
Oh,
To Afeela?
follow up into okay, got it. Beautiful
it's-
operating system UI of Afeela and find its way into other Sony Electronics. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because Afeela has its OS is that OS? Not anyway. Unreal Engine 5, right? Yeah. Unreal Engine 5 is. How do I characterize that? What is that?
Well, it's utilized.
Yeah, it's utilized.
within that for like navigation
Right,
purposes
right.
and things like that.
And
Which
processing
is crazy.
power is 800 tops.
Yeah. It's a beast. Yes, it'd be very cool to see what that turns into, and especially as it kind of
Yeah.
grows.
Afeela UI.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize.
beautiful.
I was
Yeah.
so far off base.
Yeah.
I live in my own little world, and it's a scary place. Let's see. What do we got? What hall will the Sony booth be located in this year? This one.
It's the one we own. Central Hall. It is the one that we're
always here.
This
is
as
far as I've been coming.
We've been taking up residency here since 2008. Since the beginning. In the beginning, there was Central Hall, a place that Sony called home. Yeah.
Yeah, Afeela is an opportunity for Sony to host its own native OS.
Agreed.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah. The only issue with our native OS is that we would then be asking app developers to do a one-off creation.
That's true.
So that's what happened with Cross Media Bar. And that's what happened with some of our, that's interesting. That's nice. That's cool. That's what happens when the power cable doesn't work. It's not my fault this time. Anyway, that's one of the things. So if you guys, like, truth be told, if you have a C series and before, the non-Google TV televisions, or even our Blu-ray players or some of those, that's why app support went away, because app developers have gotten to a point where they wanted to scale back the number of different versions of an app they had to build for specific operating systems, right? So,
yeah,
that's kind of what gave Google TV a lot of power in its implementation, so that it can do that. It's so distracting behind the cameras right now. I cannot focus.
I don't know. I'm hearing other audio. I don't know what's. Yeah. I don't know what's happening over here.
I'm sorry. I hope that made sense.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but yeah, we are going to wrap up here in a second, so we're going to finish up with these questions here. Yeah. Let's see. Ronan's asked if we're going to be streaming tomorrow. Nope, we are going to be on our feet talking to people all day tomorrow, all week starting tomorrow,
and we're going to do it with a smile.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It is legitimately a great time to be here, and it's really cool. I will say this though, I'm just going to put it on the record. Everybody's like, "Oh man, I'm so jealous you get to go to CES." I'm like, "Yeah, but I have to work."
Yeah.
Do I get to know what's happening 50 feet that way? No. Nope. I can hear something. There's weird music that's been happening since we've been in here that sounds very similar to my ringtone. It's been driving me insane. I'll never know what it is.
That sound right there?
It just went off.
Oh, that sounds like an alarm for somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of hear it.
I hear it.
It's bothering me. Anyway, but yeah, it is awesome. If anybody happens to be in Vegas, make sure you check out the Sony booth. At the very least, make sure you watch the press conference and any content. We're going to try to make some stuff towards the end of the show when we have time that we'll post maybe next week, I think. Yes. I think that's a plan. In case you missed it, because we didn't have the ability to do it beforehand. But let us know. More subscriptions, more comments to say, hey, you know what would be awesome? Consistent live during the show content from us.
We should start an online petition.
That would be great.
And then a GoFundMe account so we can pay for this internet in this building. Sorry. Woo. Can I say that?
That's too real. Too real.
We can, quickly.
All right, so we'll run through these. Is there any chance that Sony could produce a one-person version of the new Afeela in the future? 85% of trips are taken cars or with one-person vehicle. I have no idea. Next question. It's a good question. I'm sure they could, possibly.
Hey,
if they wanted to.
We just got pre-orders launched. Okay,
that's true.
Let us enjoy it. No,
let's learn to walk before we start running the marathons.
I think that's great feedback, and we've earned a strong relationship with that team. So hey, we'll pass that along. I am all about it. Yeah, good comment. Wow.
What you got?
I like Junior's comment. You want to pop it up on the screen, John? Z9D showed us that an LED LCD could beat anything else out there for home theater enthusiasts. It's right, because the Z9D was the answer to plasma. It was the moment people said, okay, there is another alternative, right? A95L QD-OLED mastered. I imagine the Bravia, okay. I imagine the Bravia 9 or Bravia 10 or minus again, LED LCD can dominate. Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
To follow that up, okay, Ariana Aaliyah, okay, shout out to you.
Yeah. We would love to have
meet
you.
Everybody, yeah, absolutely. SD, look, okay, Sony is dead to me if they go back to WOLED for their flagship. It would be. I should have said it differently. Yo, Sony is dead to me if they go back to WOLED for their flagship.
Let me punch it.
All right. I can't turn this way and do it at the same time. Hold on. It would be a downgrade of
Your
all
autofocus
downgrades.
is terrible. You made it worse.
You're off the focus.
Gosh. Have you ever done this before, Larry?
I remember my first day.
Yes. Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah. I'm sorry, I lost it. I just ruined all that. Okay.
You did?
It would be the downgrade of all downgrades just after the Z9D was discontinued. I appreciate the passion behind that, and my hope is that we never disappoint anyone who is passionate about our brand.
Pause for a second.
Okay, yeah. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Global South saying we'd love to have some more stuff from us at CES. Yeah, we've tried to make some plans. It's just hard because we do have to work it, and like it's nonstop. I know sometimes it's tough too, but yeah, it would be great if we could do that. We'll try to make some stuff, whatever we can.
It's just gonna be all Derek.
Listen,
It probably will actually.
Look, Global South. Here's the deal.
Everybody.
I'll grab my cell phone, right? I'll just record it. I'll find one of our editors that are literally at home not doing anything. Send
Not
that
the
o-
ones that are sitting here not doing anything.
right.
David.
I'll upload it to them. See if we can get it done. From Afeela, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'm banned from working over there now.
I don't think so.
I wasn't invited back. I'm just kidding. I don't want to start, Best. It's no drama. It's no drama. I had to cover some other elevations this time. But
yeah, we'll do
I'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah, that would be great. That'd be good to see if we could do that for sure. Let's see. Can you guys set up a webcam of the Sony booth there and live stream the show from the booth over the YouTube? You know, it would be kind of cool. Okay, so that kind of makes me think of something that would be kind of cool. Just a webcam. And you know what? We have wireless mics. And we just kind of... We got our phones, we can answer the questions, and they can just see the show, and then every now and then I can just pop in frame and be like, all right, what's up?
Mr. Beckerman, you're asking for the wrong thing. What you want is a live streaming webcam in our break room, okay?
No.
That's what you want. If you want reality TV, that's what you want. We'll tell you about what's here. You want to see what happens in the break room. I'm just saying.
If we only had a BTS shot right now.
Yeah, oh gosh.
Oh, we're in the break room right now. Yeah.
it's-
You would lose.
I mean, this actually worked out okay, but I mean, everything from like here forward is kind of
I'm like a certified set designer.
Corner was a great idea.
Bro, come on. Broken clock.
And can we get a shout out to the
They didn't do anything. No, I'm just kidding. I will say that. Big shout out. So, and I know we need to wrap it. You're getting cold now.
No, I was trying to adjust my jacket.
Okay.
It got stuck in that.
I do want to give a shout out to our producers. Like, you hear us talk to these gentlemen behind the scene, but I do want to say that Austin, Marvin, John, and David have been up and working for a long time to bring this to you guys. But not only that, I want to shout out because they are also the talent behind editing all of our videos and the content, whether it's trying to quickly edit content from like CEDIA or another trade show, and then it gets really loud when I'm talking, or the rest of our videos. Like, these dudes put in work. So round of applause for you guys, and thank you all for everything that you do. You know, Austin crawling under this table 7 times to create
Just
this
to make this light.
beautiful light back here. Let me tell you, he put in work. Okay,
Hey,
cool.
first time for everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So you know it wasn't a good idea. Now that I'm feeling it,
What?
all this talking
Oh yeah.
and the amount of talking we have to do. That means I will lose my voice by the middle of Wednesday.
Yeah, I give you day 2.
That is apparently from a $50 bag of some kind of special stuff for something.
Then somebody overpaid.
It's all organic.
Maybe.
It's the guy in the alley in the back. You can question
you?
him.
About these?
Yes.
Yeah. Kurt bought like 90 of these and it was like $50.
Oh my god.
From the guy out there on the corner.
Cool.
He said it's guaranteed to improve.
Maybe you will get a chance to see us next week if we're still around.
And shout out to JT. That is absolutely
I suppose.
correct.
I suppose. Yeah.
JT, Trey, Tim,
Yep.
Hung, Jazzy, Joseph. I feel like we're accepting an award. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my goodness, I wasn't prepared.
There's a list of all these people.
All right. I think this is the wrap up now.
Yes, because I want to eat dinner, and then I got to read stuff, and then get some sleep, because it's early day, very long tomorrow. So that said, thank you all for joining us. I know it's not a huge amount of people, but we do appreciate the people that join with us. And those of you who are watching in After Effects, great if you made it this far, which is awesome.
For real.
Feel free to send us an email, throw some comments in there. If you have any questions, we'll do our best to support you in any way we possibly can.
Yep.
And we'll be live next week, ideally, well, probably Wednesday, for our earlier after hours that we're just kind of wing it and in the middle of our day.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh my God, we went way too long.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Happy holidays to everybody. Post, hopefully it was good. What day are we in? We in the New Year? Yes. Happy New Year.
We are in the New Year.
My brain is done for today.
That's okay. Dude, we've been off for 2 weeks.
Not all of us. Some people were working on comments and emails.
I actually was off. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
But yes, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody from being here. Thank you for the good luck, Bruce. I appreciate it. We're going to need it to just make it through with our voices and not getting sick, too. So we'll see how that goes.
What killed Sony's QD-OLED relationship?
What? Where's that?
I just can't let that stay out there. We got to talk.
Where's that?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, SD. Great question.
SD's
what killed
always got good
Sony's
questions.
QD-OLED relationship? Was it bias to another brand?
There's
Reviews and influencers? I can't say that I know the answer. I wish I did, because I probably would get a promotion out of it, right? I think the misconception of the Sony tax is one part of it. I think the misalignment of comparative models does that.
Yeah.
I think there's some assumptions that one model from brand X has the same technology as the other model, because no one comes out and says, "Oh no, this one doesn't have that technology." Right? It's the allowing of misinformation to grow, because honestly, most of us are gonna buy a TV, take it home, and we just want it to be better than the TV we have at home, and that doesn't always mean you purchase the best available. So I think that's part of it. We will continue to work on making a compelling story, trying to welcome people back. I think our pricing from an alignment standpoint has been solid across the board. And I think our picture performance is delivered. So we'll see. But look, SD, keep letting us know if you see something or you think that there's something that we could do better. Please let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the comments. Love it. Big Phil, good luck on color matching. That means Austin, great job.
We'll just send Austin to your place to fix it.
Gradient.
Yeah. Good job, Austin.
I don't even know if he's listening.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Be good to each other. Be well. Be safe. Be happy. And what?
Be kind, rewind.
Wow.
Yeah, be kind. Rewind. Absolutely.
You're gonna flashback on that PTSD for that, right?
Nah. Those are the good old days.
Good old days. All right. Yep.
Cool. Thanks for watching.
Happy New Year, guys. Take care. See ya.